Hi y'all, welcome back. My name is Angela, and just between you and me, I have a little bit of a confession to make about journaling and doing reading journals in general, and it's that I really don't know how to do modern calligraphy. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? In the really aesthetic Journal With Me videos, they have all that really fancy, loopy, modern calligraphy, and it's like perfect cursive, and you got the thick downstrokes and the light upstrokes, and it just looks really nice. But when I try to do it, it looks like kindergarten scribbles. No matter how many tutorials I've watched, I never really mastered that modern calligraphy style, so I've just tried to move on and incorporate other design types, lettering types into my reading journals to kind of spice up the pages. So if you're like me and you find the modern calligraphy style to be either too difficult to figure out or just too annoying to figure out, then I have a few solutions for you in terms of adding a little more of that design element to your journal pages. Most of these are pretty simple and derivative of a lot of other styles that are already existing, so we're not really reinventing the wheel here, but they're good jumping boards for y'all to add your own styles into. The two basic techniques you'll probably need to get started on all of these is cursive, having a really good grasp on spacing in your cursive and controlling the different heights in your cursive, and knowing how to do block lettering, either in a more bubble format or in a more rigid style. And that's basically it, so let's get started. So starting off, we need a pencil, and you'll need a really nice pen too. I like the Zebra Sarasa Dry X 20.5 millimeter. It's a pretty nice dark pen and a lot of markers in every color imaginable. That is the key part here. So starting off, I consider this my kind of fallback font when I run out of ideas. So you have your block lettering, plain print, and then you layer a really thin line of cursive right through it. The block letters should be kind of a little bit spaced apart. That way the cursive has a longer length in the middle to connect them together. You also want to make sure that the cursive is kind of centered in the middle and add little dots and hearts to kind of make it look space-like, cute. Or if that cute's not your style, you can, just leave it as it is. Next style is much more straightforward, basically having thicker print, and this is really however you write, and then outlining it really roughly, so not being super careful. The rough outline is kind of the key here, I think, because it gives it kind of a not whimsical but very rustic look. Is that the word for bad? And an alternative would be to write your print a little bit more neat, straight, and then having your outline be either slightly to the left or slightly to the right of your print. I find that having it slightly to the left kind of makes the print that you wrote originally with marker seem like a shadow, and it just adds that something different from the first option. The next font is slightly different in that it's a little bit more delicate, more thin. Sometimes you just want it a little bit more delicate of a header. And I like to write my words with guidelines to keep them kind of all on the same level, and taking two, whatever colors would please you. I think a darker and a lighter color tend to go better together. So I'll line one color on the left side, and there's some theory about light and shadow, and art people, please tell me how that works, because I really don't know how that works, but I basically just say if it's on the left, I'm lining it with one color, if it's on the right, I'm lining it with a different one. Bam, that's how it turns out. The next one is pretty simple actually. Basically using markers as a background, and here I did kind of a swirl, but you can really just do one line, write cursive in the middle, and then I like to call this kind of like my space header because here's where you can make it, add moons, add the sun, add little galaxies and stars, and it looks really cute and simple. The next one is a little bit more involved. Basically, first you have to outline your word in a bubble or block format, then giving it a nice outline in a gray or a very light marker, and picking out a few colors that you really like. Basically, go to town. Just make whatever scribbles you want. Little wormies crawling through your header. Make them as colorful as you want them to be, because the more color the better. And just kind of go around your words, and it'll kind of bring out those words that you very lightly outlined. So it makes it seem like a garden. The next one is something that I did make this up. I saw this online. You write in that very thin, delicate style, and then erase a thin line in the middle, and then outline the unerased parts. And then, guess what? We have more cursive coming through with a marker, and you basically fill it in, aligning each letter, and bam! Look at that! How cute is that? It's so elegant. I love it. This one's one of my favorites, but I rarely use it because it's kind of hard to, line the letters. And the final one that we have is what I call the bad gradient. So I don't have alcohol markers, so you make a bad gradient with colors that you like, and then cover up the bad parts with black. So black block letterings, I like to make it a little bit different by having some outlined and then some filled in. And then that way it kind of, takes on the concept of using color to spruce up your headers. Thanks for watching the video thus far. If y'all have any ideas on other journaling type videos that y'all want to see from me, let me know in the comments down below. Also, let me know if y'all have any favorite lettering styles that were mentioned in the video. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, be sure to click like, and if you want to see more, click subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.